Hello, this is Faith Coach. Welcome to the show where we get down to the nitty gritty. Today we're going to talk about the great matchup that's about to go down between the LSU Women Lady Tigers and the South Carolina Lady Gamecocks. Of course, you know this is a very much anticipated game. U.S. Is going to be on television, and the game day, college game day, is going to be there. The game's going to be played down in my hometown of Baton Rouge. You know, as me, I'm a die-hard LSU fan. But I'm very interested to see how this matchup plays out. Of course, you know, we have some commentators that's looking at the stat sheets, and it seems like Carolina has somewhat of an advantage on us because if you look at the stat sheet clearly shows that they may have an advantage on us. But I agree with the stats a whole lot. I think stats do play a significant role in how you match up for your opponents. But in a real game like this, when you're playing SEC, playing in SEC is like playing in the playoffs. So you got to look at the whole totality of the whole team and where they are mentally and physically at that particular time. Last year, actually the last 2 years, South Carolina has been the machine. We've seen that. Undefeated in literally 2 years. Look at their run for the last 2 years before LSU got the bag. Going into the Final Four, they were looking to be untouched because that's what the stats were showing, and they were just very dominant players. And they, of course, with their great coach Don Staley. Nobody thought nobody could knock off Carolina. But Iowa played right up to the bus with them and ended up taking that game away. It was a very close game. Don't get me wrong. That was a very close game. And I think that South Carolina just didn't play enough defense to slow Caitlin Clark and her team down. And I think they matched up well. But when I looked at it, I was looking for Carolina to at least beat them by 10 points. At least 10 or 20, 15 points. In my mind, that's what I was seeing. And, of course, at that time, when they played us, they beat us, I think, by over 20 points, I think, at that time. So nobody was thinking that, the second matchup, people were thinking, well, they're going to just blow LSU out again. Well, just to serve you notice on this, that wasn't going to happen because we learned from the first game what we had to do better and what we couldn't take. And that's what I love about Kim Mulkey. She's a great defensive-minded coach along with Bob Stark and their staff, that we know how to approach a game when we lose. Look at Carolina's schedule. Look at it. This entire year, who have they played that is of any significance as far as defensively? They haven't played anybody. I don't remember, it was North Carolina. I think they played the University of North Carolina. If I'm not mistaken, and my memory serves me right, when they played North Carolina, I think they beat them by 7 points at home. Other than North Carolina, South Carolina haven't even played anybody that's really gave them any type of fight when it comes to playing defensively. Okay, you look at our losses. We started out at the beginning of the year playing Colorado, which is a very subtle team. They played with each other last year. They had a lot of returning players. They were a well-coached team, and we knew that going in, and Kim Mulkey gave us a heads up. Hey, look, this is not going to be no walk in the park. This team is going to be a challenge. So we were prepared for that. That game actually helped us understand what we needed to be because we coming in with a brand new offense. A lot of our players were gone, of course, and we bringing in portal players and freshmen. We, at the first beginning of the year, we figuring things out, and we understood that loss. Of course, we ran through the schedule and got to Auburn. And Auburn, don't underestimate Auburn. Auburn has a great team and very well coached by their coach. God bless her. They are a well coached team and they're strong and they play great defense and they know how to execute on offense. And they gave us trouble that game. I saw that they gave us trouble. We seemed like we weren't hitting on all cylinders. They slowed us down in transition. They cut off our picks. They did a great job in doing it. It was a great game execution. Coach Johnny, I give you great. You guys did a number on us, but just to be honest about the whole situation, we missed, I think, 9 free throws, and we missed a lot of easy baskets, and we missed a lot of open shots and a lot of contested shots. If we would have got half of those shots back and half of the free throws back, it would have been a different game. We probably would have won. It was a possibility. So when you look at where we are as a team, that's really the only game that we lost, and the way we were playing against the SEC team. So yeah, in the SEC, you probably gonna lose because we got some dogs in the SEC. So nobody South Carolina has played in the SEC that's even to Colorado or Auburn's standard. I looked at the schedule. I'm like, you guys ain't played nobody. But what you're gonna find out in Baton Rouge is we know how to play defense. In those 2 games that we lost, it actually helped us. And I think you guys went into last year thinking that you guys were a machine because nobody was in your way. And then Iowa came in and took y'all down. I mean, she is Supergirl on the team, but I mean, I'm just saying, the whole team took y'all down. By 2 points or 3 points or whatever, you guys still lost that game. And we totally annihilated Iowa. So you can't look at it like that. It's about execution. It's about making your free throws, hitting your open threes, playing defense, and executing your game plan. That's what wins a game. So coming into Baton Rouge on Thursday, if I'm pointing all of this out about who you guys play and who have matched up with you guys defensively, I'm pretty sure Coach Mulkey and Bob Stark and their team are addressing the same thing. You're not going to come into Baton Rouge and run over nobody. I hope that you guys don't think that's what's going to happen because we're not letting you do that. That's going to be a good game. And we could very well lose that game the same way you can lose the game. But don't think you're going to come in there and just run over us. That's not going to happen because we're prepared for that. And even if we do drop this game, which I don't think we will, if we do drop this game, it's not how you start. I tell my daughter this all the time. It's not how you start something. It's how you finish. You got to finish strong. And you got to learn from where you failed. Those are not failures. Those are just learning opportunities to get sharper. We lost to Carolina last year. We lost to Tennessee in the SEC tournament. But at the end of the year, we had the bag. We went home with the bag. And we were prepared to go toe-to-toe with you, too, South Carolina. It didn't matter who we were going to play. Because we knew how to play. And right now, we're still, I don't even think we're 80%. I think we're probably at 75, 78% of where Coach Mulkey wants us to be. But we're getting there. And by the time we get to March, when the bracket starts, or after the SEC tournament's over, we're going to be ready to defend the bag. So, I don't look for us dropping any more games in my brain. Maybe we may lose 1 or 2 more games because we got a lot of SEC games coming up. We got to stay healthy. We got to execute, and we got to learn how to continue to play together. And we got to minimize turnovers. And that's another thing I think about. Think about the turnovers. We had 16 turnovers. It's a lot of turnovers. Just imagine we turned her ball over 8 times. So, we're still working on our offensive defense. So we're not 100%. And the games that we lost, we weren't even near 50% when we played Colorado. Now, we probably were at 70 to 75% when we played Auburn. But we just had an off night. That was an off night for us, especially in scoring the basketball. We missed a lot of shots. And we missed a lot of free throws. And we shoot the ball to free throw really well. So that's not going to happen all the time. And this was an away game we're talking about. So Thursday night in Baton Rouge, it's going down. We got something to defend. We got a reputation to hold. And yes, we might seem like we're the Beatles down there. The girls they have star power. We're not taking that away from that, and we're not shying away from that. I think that's going to be a hindrance. It's not going to be a hindrance. It's just motivation for us. But we can ball. We proved that when we went home with the bag last year. Let's not forget that. As a matter of fact, we went home with the bag this year. Not too long ago, we went home with the bag. So it doesn't matter who's number one. Who got the bag right now? We got the bag. At number 9, we still got the bag. And until somebody takes the bag from us, we still have the bag. Same way with you last year. So let's just be honest and give each other respect. That respect is due. We both have achieved monumental records in the last 3 to 4 years. With our teams, we have improved on every level. We won this year past. You guys won the year before, and I think you won the year before that, if I'm not mistaken. So this is going to be a great matchup. Like I said, it's going to come down to coaches' schemes and execution, minimizing turnovers, making your free throws and getting to the free throw line, and hitting your open and contested shots. That's what it's going to come down to. And number one, it's going to come down to defense. Because defense wins championships, yes. You got to play defense. And these are two, I think, right now, I think these are two of the best coaches in college basketball right now. Don Staley and Kim Mulkey, they are two of the best in basketball. You know, my opinion, not being biased, I think just Kim Mulkey is, she's just, her track record is more accomplished. But Don Staley is right there with him. You know, I always like Kim Mulkey because she's a Louisiana girl. I'm from Louisiana. But I remember Don at Rutgers, and now she's at South Carolina, and she's doing her thing. I'm not taking that away from her. I just wish that she would have, you know, found a way to slow Supergirl and her crew down, because I did not see that coming. I thought maybe we got to slow her down. We got to press, because Supergirl was going to the hole on them last year too much. Like, she was going right around some of these players, and I know Dawn went big to try to, you know, go big on defense, but Caitlin was going right around her guards and forwards, right to the basket. Literally, sometimes uncontested. And then, you know, of course, she's going to shoot the rock. But I was thinking that, you know, somebody's going to get there and block her or something. So I was, you know, shocked by that. And I also was shocked by Kim Mulkey and Auburn. It's like, you got to stop this. Y'all got to move. Y'all got to move. It's like you can't play basketball standing still. Like, y'all standing there giving the ball. No, keep rotating. Keep moving through picks. That's how successful Auburn was. They keep moving. They remind me of the triangle that Chicago ran. You got to keep moving. When you get stagnant, move. You know, if you don't play ball like that, it's a different story. But still, if that's not working, you got to keep moving. So I know that both teams are well prepared. And it's the clash of two titans tomorrow night. I'm so super excited. I wish I was home. I'm here at home in New York, where I live now. But I wish I was in Baton Rouge. I was supposed to be there yesterday, but I got some other things I got to clear up. But I'm going to have to watch the game here in New York. Probably go to one of the famous sports bars, probably the one under the garden. So I can be somewhere where I can be able to scream and holler like I want. But I'm so looking forward to that game, you know, because I want to see how these two Titans match up. And it's the perfect time for them to meet each other right now in late January. Because, you know, February is the dog fight. Because February prepares you for March Madness. So, you know, late January to late February, because, you know, February is a short month. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where we get down to the nitty gritty right now. And what great a way to start off the 6 weeks of nitty grittiness is to start out with the two Titans playing one another in Baton Rouge. Man, I'm so juiced right now, man. I'm so proud of the LSU organization. I'm so proud of you guys. My heart fell to the fans, the student body, and the fan base in Louisiana, and our fan base stretches beyond Louisiana, because I'm a part of the fan base, and I'm back and forth from here to Baton Rouge to here. we're fans are everywhere. We're all over the world, and I'm giving a shout out to all you guys. I know you guys gonna be tuning in, and to all the South Carolina fans. I love you guys. You guys are so passionate, and I love to see where women's basketball is rising to, because this is just a jumping pad. We just begin with this. I saw this many years ago, maybe 25, 30 years ago. I seen this happening. So I'm so grateful to be alive to see how women's basketball is taking off. It's almost becoming more popular than men's college basketball. I never would have thought that we were superseded that. But last year, of course, we saw that in the national championship game by the ratings. And I'm looking forward to the SEC tournament. I'm sort of looking forward to the NCAA bracket, because I know there are going to be some great matchups this year. Colorado's playing, Colorado's all in when they're playing. I'm looking forward to hopefully get another rematch with them, so we can get that game back. Auburn, we're gonna see you again. You got to come to Baton Rouge. So we're gonna have a chance to make up for that game. But to see Ohio State and Iowa go head to head, to see Colorado, UConn, Kentucky, Texas A&M, North Carolina State, all these great teams, USC, UCLA, all these great teams mashing up this year, man, in the SEC tournament and all of the other ACC tournaments, and it's just going to be a great thing to see in women's basketball where it's going, man. And my honest desire is to see the WNBA expanded, because I really believe in what Alexis Morris said. Not in the part about the girls leaving early. I believe that there need to be expansion so these girls can play ball. I mean, how could you, Connecticut Sun, how could you drop Alexis Morris? What, did you just totally overlook her entire college career? You saw how dominant she was in the playoffs? How could you cut her? You could have left her on the team and developed her. Gave her an opportunity to maybe get traded to another team. You just throw her away? I don't understand the WNBA. That was a big mistake right there. And it doesn't cost that much to start another team. You can expand teams. It only costs, what, $5-10 million to get another team. I'm looking for $10 million because I got a great idea for a team. I'm not telling nobody. I got a great coaching idea and great marketing idea. I'm working on that right now. I'm looking for a venture capitalist right now. I need $10 million right now. And I'm working to put half of the money up myself, because I'm going to eventually own a WNBA team. And I'm going to give those opportunities to the people y'all are cutting and throwing away like that. I still can't get over how you cut Alexis Morris. I just don't understand that. She's just coming out of college. She's still developing as a player. I think personally she'll be a great coach too. But, Alexis, I'm just shouting out to you. But some of the people that you guys cut, I was shocked. I was shocked by that. It's like you guys don't have faith in where this is going. I mean, you need Connecticut, as you can see, you probably needed Alexis this year. You could have left her on the team for a year and let her learn. You just cut her like that? Nah, I don't get there. I don't get that. I don't get that. I don't understand that move at all. She's a great clutch player. And Alexis, you don't worry. God got plans for you. I don't know what they are. I don't know whether you plan to be in the WNBA, whether coaching or playing for somebody else. But don't give up your dream. Just follow God and wait for His direction. And don't y'all sleep on the LSU Tigers. We're not finished yet. We just getting started. And we coming back next year even stronger. So we ain't going nowhere. That's for sure right there. We ain't going, as long as Kim Mulkey's right there, we ain't going nowhere. We're going to play hard. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing all the fans and my LSU fans, man, everybody on LSU campus, my former employer. I miss hanging out at the Union and walking the campus and the great football and basketball history that we have there. And the gymnastics is growing, volleyball. Baseball, oh my God, we just won the national championship. We LSU is like we're the cream of the crop right now, and I appreciate what you guys doing down there in Baton Rouge. You know, I'm a hometown boy. You know, I grew up South Baton Rouge, 2 blocks from Nicholson Drive. I can literally throw a rock from my house and hit LSU campus. You know, so I bleed purple and gold. I bleed purple and gold. When it comes to LSU College, I bleed purple and gold. And I'm so looking forward to tomorrow. I'm gonna be looking forward to tomorrow. I'll make up another video on the Nitty Gritty Show. I'll make up another video. We're gonna talk more extensively about the matchup, and I'll be able to get some feedback from you guys on how you feel about how the matchup is coming up and the excitement that's going into the SEC tournament and the bracket that's gonna come out. And I'm so super high, man, on that. I could barely sleep. It's I think 3:45 in the morning on Wednesday. I can't even sleep. I'm just so juiced about the game tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to seeing us, get out there and execute. And like I said, it's gonna come down to minimizing turnovers, executing strong on defense, making your free throws, hitting your open and contested shots, and a great coaching schemes from both teams. Shout out to Dawn and her team, her coaching team and staff, and shout out to Kim Mulkey and Bob Starkey and the rest of their staff. I know they're gonna put on a great scheme, and we'll convene tomorrow. It's just the Faith Coach over and out.